Morning everyone. So today I will show you how to install this little monogram onto your saddle. So good morning, welcome to my garage. As you can see, it's pretty messy in the background, but please focus on the saddle. So let's see what you'll need first to start. So you can see I have my saddle on a chair here, and there's like a towel underneath the seat right here. There's also a cushion, so you want to make sure you have something to absorb the vibration, because we'll put some nails into your saddle, so that's going to cause a bit of vibrations. Yeah, my first saddle, I actually did it in a staircase, like a carpeted staircase. And yeah, it worked just as great. You just really need to make sure your saddle is stable, because you'll be nailing, so you don't want it to wobble around and basically hit your own finger when you're putting the nails in. Okay, so let me set you up, and then like that you can see all the steps. Before we move on to the steps, here are the tools you'll need. So basically a drill with the finest drill bit you can find, and a little hammer. This is what basically the packaging looks like for the little Swanky Saddle nameplate. So as you can see here, pretty cool. So step one is to basically try to center your little tag. So what I use is basically this middle nail here, and I want it to go all the way into the middle of the H here, to make sure that it is centered. Once that is done, you'll have to put like a nail in these two holes, like the very extreme little holes here, just to kind of put an imprint. So what you're gonna do is basically take the nail and push it down into the leather to make a mark. Okay, so once you're satisfied with the placement, you'll take one of those little nails that the kit comes with, and just make sure you press hard in the leather to basically make a mark here. And then you just press with your fingers, and that's gonna give you a little hole so you can actually see what you're doing. And once you remove it, you can see my two little tiny little holes over here. There you go, so you can see them. And then like that, you're sure that you know exactly where to put the nails. So the next thing you'll need is basically your drill, with the tiniest like drill, or the finest little drill bit you can find. And you're gonna make two holes where basically you've already indicated in the leather of the saddle. You don't want to go too deep, and you don't want to go too fast when you're doing it, just because you don't want to go all the way through the leather and to the other side on the seat, right? So you just want to really just make initial holes, so like that it's easier to hammer afterwards. As you can see, you can already see the two pre-drilled holes, and now we'll just have to hammer in the little monogram. So we'll place the monogram where it belongs, and we're gonna just hammer both of the nails in, and that will be basically it. It's not a long process, but you really have to be accurate and take your time and make sure that everything is good. So make sure you put one nail in, and then you don't put it all the way in, just because if you put it all the way in, it's going to be really hard to match the other hole. So what you want to do is basically put the second hole and just start it as well, and so like that it won't move, and you can nail them all the way in. so there you go. You have both of my saddle here with the monograms successfully installed on both. So on the bottom you have my my jumping saddle with silver hardware, and then the top you have my dressage saddle with brass or gold hardware. And the way I basically pick the colors for them is just basically depending on what the hardware is already on the saddle. So this one is silver. There's also a bit of silver everywhere, and this one is brass. So even you know, all the little hardware on the front, the nails and everything, they're all the same color, and that's what basically made me choose those or pick those two colors. If you don't mind, you can definitely order whichever for your saddle, but yeah, for me that's how I did it, and I made sure that it matches the hardware. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it was useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you soon.